We're just going to be doing the eyes for this video, and I'm going to finally be breaking into the Anastasia Beverly Hills Alyssa Edwards collaboration palette. I bought this from TJ Maxx months ago, like about 3 months ago, and it's just been sitting in my collection. So I'm going to be using it today, and we're going to be using that yellow. I want to do something yellow. And I am going to work, so it can't be like super glam yellow, but we gonna do some yellow today. And I also pulled out this Stila, what is this? It's called Follow the Sun. It's just, it's a liquid eyeshadow. Let me give you a swatch. I don't know if you can see that, but I'm probably gonna put that on my inner corner or maybe on my lid on top of the matte yellow. We'll see. I also don't know if I'm going to be doing a liner or not, but I broke out my liner just in case I want to. I don't know. A good wing makes everything a little bit more dramatic. You guys know how I love dramatic eyes, but we're just going to see how this turns out because honestly, I don't know. Yellows are notorious for being shitty. This one, however, seems pretty good. So this is called Brick Road. And I also had another yellow. This is from NYX. This is called STFU. And the swatch of that. So as you can see, it's significantly less pigmented than the ABH. So I just broke out 2 yellows. So I'm probably going to be using this more in my crease and then the Brick Road shade on my lid for that opacity. So yeah, so how are you guys doing? I know I asked that in every video now, but look, we're in quarantine. For me, personally, I do have a dramatic update actually. My family is no longer living in our house, so it's just me here. My husband and my daughter are living with his mother because COVID has come to my place of work. And yeah, so to protect them from any kind of contamination that I might bring home, they're just living in a separate space. So I'm in my house by myself. And honestly, it's kind of depressing. So that's why I need some yellow. I need some yellow in my life. I need some brightness because it's rough. I knew this was going to happen eventually because where I work, but still sucks. Anyway, so this palette came with a brush, so I might be using this today. It's just your standard ABH brush. All right, so first I'm going to go in with this yellow from NYX, and as you can see, the plastic has popped off, so I'm just going to dip my brush in that. And I also have a little bit of my bronzer already in my eye socket, giving me a little bit more definition. Where is my mirror? All right, we're just going to use the mirror on the palette because I can't find my mirror right now. So I'm just going to take this right here just to give it a little bit more of a yellowy tone. Anyway, like I was saying, yeah, Jeff and Lady are staying with his mother. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm on my antidepressants and anti-anxiety meds. So without those, I'm pretty sure I would be having more of a strong reaction. But since those keep my emotions in check, obviously I still am very sad, but it's allowing my logical side to come and say, this is the best thing. You want to make sure that you don't bring home any kind of corona to your baby girl. So that's why I am able to deal with it. But yeah, it's finally at my house, and just pray for me, guys, that this passes quickly. I am not in quarantine as of right now. I know my place of work is quarantining people that were in close contact with this individual. I was not in close contact with this individual. However, I didn't want to, still run the risk of bringing home anything to my family. And you guys know the way this shit spreads, like if one person in a population has it, there's going to be other people that start popping up having it because it takes 2 to 14 days to show symptoms. Even if you do show symptoms, they're not going to be like the dramatic symptoms that some people have. It could just be like flu-like symptoms. But by the time you show symptoms, you're already infected and you might have already infected someone else. So that's why I'm being very cautious and separating myself from my family. And like I said, it's really dramatic, but it's, you know, this is what it's come to. This is what it's come to, where people are separated from their families. Because of this, people, you know, have lost family members. But, yeah, it is what it is. I am going to continue to make that sacrifice to go to work and earn a paycheck so I can provide for my family, which is, you know, my did I just use this? Oh, that's why it became really, oh, damn, I used the wrong color. So that's why I'm using, or that's why I'm continuing to go to work and making that sacrifice. Because I want to make sure my family's taken care of. That's what my priorities are. So like I said, pray for me. So what I just did, because I was just talking, I ended up using Brick Road in my crease over here. That's why I became a little bit more pigmented. So I'm just making sure I put this over here so I see it and make sure I use the right yellow. So I'm still using the NYX, even though I do have a little bit of Brick Road on my brush now because I dipped into the palette by mistake, but that's okay. That's why it's really pigmented. And as you can see on this side, it's very pigmented too, but I'm going to go in with my bronzer brush and just soften up that crease area. Makeup helps me stay sane. So it's just me and my cats here. It's me and my cats. It's me and my cats. So they've been keeping me company. They've been sleeping with me. Last night was the first night I slept by myself in the house, so yeah, dramatic, very dramatic, very dramatic. All right, so I like how that's looking. I'm actually going to take a little bit more of my bronzer. This is the bronzer I use for my nose contour out of this LA Girl Blushed Babe palette. And it's called Blush Babe. And this is the contour that I use for my nose. So that's what I'm going to use to carve out my eye as well. Just really lightly. And I concentrate a majority of the pigment on the inner part of my eye right here by my nose, so it gives that definition to my nose contour. Like I said, if you watched my full face on how I do my foundation routine, then you'll already know how I do my nose contour. All right, so now I'm just gonna go in with a fluffy brush with no product and blend that bronzer and that yellow into my crease just a little bit better, and then I'm going to go on my lid with the shade Brick Road. And the swatch looks pretty opaque, so I hope it's going to translate on my lid. Alright, so I'm using this little brush right here. This is another Urban Decay brush from out of one of their palettes. I don't know. I'm just dipping in, and I'm just going to press that on my lid. Let me zoom you guys in. Alright, I'm just going to press that on my lid. I probably should have used a base. But it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. We're just going to do our best. I'm sorry that the mirror is always so close to my face, but I am practically blind. I mean, I'm exaggerating, but when it comes to being able to see detail, I definitely need some help. All right, so that yellow is definitely patchy. So I should have put down a base. I didn't. So I have that shimmer anyway, so I'm probably just going to put the shimmer on top. But if you do try to recreate this look, definitely put down an eyeshadow base. I have the ABH eyeshadow base, which like I said, I should have used. But I don't want this look to be super dramatic. I want it to be yellow, but it doesn't have to be super dramatic. But I'm just going to continue to pack that Brick Road shade on. Ooh, that's looking patchy AF. We're going to make it work, though. We're going to make it work. All right, so I'm gonna go in with that Stila glitter eyeshadow, and I'm going to put it on this brush right here, and we're just gonna go over the middle part of my eye where it is the most patchy and pray it works. Oh yeah. So I'm just using a brush because I don't want my finger to like take off any coverage from the yellow, even though there's barely any coverage anyway, but I don't want to remove anything. So that's giving a nice little halo effect. So I'm going to try to put some on the rest of my eye, just a little bit, so it kind of looks like it's diffusing. So I'm taking off a little bit on my hand and then going to gently pat to my outer corner and my inner corner. Then I'm just going to go back in with that brush that I used for my crease without any extra product and use it to soften the crease a little bit. I have a lot of yellow on this inner corner. I'm just going to see if I can dust that away with this fluffy brush. Probably not, but we're going to try anyway. So I haven't worn these Stila shadows for a minute, so honestly I don't remember if they crease or anything, but I guess we're going to find out today. Alright, and then for my outer corner I am going to add a little bit of darkness, a little bit of depth. So I'm just going to go in with this little brush right here from I don't know where. And I'm going to go in with the shade Ho, which is this one right here. It's like a cool tone brown. And Ho stands for House of Edwards. Let me swatch that real quick and see if that's what I want. Yep. Whoop. Yes, that's what I want. Dropping everything. And these colors seem to be super pigmented, so I'm making sure I dust a lot of it off. Because I just want a little bit, just a little bit on the outer corner. Just a little bit. Just like that. And I don't think I'm going to do a wing. I thought I was going to fuck this up, but I think it looks okay. So I'm going to do the other eye off camera, do my lashes, and then come back and we're going to do the under eye because you guys know I can't do a look without some under eye eyeshadow. So I will be right back. All right, so I decided to do a wing. I like how wings look on my eyes. They make them look a little bit more elongated and lifted. So yeah, I decided to do a wing. So let's work on the lower lash line. I'm first going to go in with this LA Girl Shockwave Neon Eyeliner. And this is the shade Screamin'. Now the only thing I don't like about these eyeliners is that they are not waterproof and they do bleed. But since I'm going to be putting a yellow shadow underneath my eye anyway, it's okay. Alright, so next I'm going to go in with that Brick Road shade from the Alyssa Edwards palette. And I'm going to take a little eyeliner brush and stamp Brick Road along my lower lash line. And I'm not really getting much fallout with this yellow shade, which is good. I'm getting more fallout from the Stila shadow than I am from the matte yellow shadow. All right, and then underneath that, I'm going to go in with the shade Ho again. And I'm just really building that on the outer corner and then blending it along my lower lash line. I'm just going to restamp a little bit of that Brick Road shade along my lower lash line because some of it did get blended away. And I want that to be really bold because I'm not going to be wearing any bottom lash mascara because I hate when, if like I'm wearing a white eyeliner or I'm wearing like a really bright eyeliner like this yellow, I hate when it looks dirty from my mascara. So I'm not going to be wearing mascara for this look. Now, if you have false lashes, you can go ahead and apply them, but I don't have false lashes, so I'm just going to go without. And then I'm using this Glam Glow highlighting palette, and I'm going in with this shade right here, and I'm using that on my inner corner, and I'm bringing it down below my lash line right in that lower lash inner corner. And that's just really opening my eyes and brightening everything up. All right, so I am going to go in with a little bit of my Hourglass powder right underneath that, right underneath the lower lash line, because I do have a little bit of darkness. I can't find my Bare Minerals Awake palette, or Awake, what is it called? It's like called Awoke or something. Shadow. It's basically like a brightening powder. I can't find it. I don't know where it's at. And I have to get, start getting ready for work, so I have to wrap this up. So I'm just going to take a little bit of that Hourglass powder mixed with the Essence banana powder, I think, because I do need it to be a little brighter. I'm just going to take those two and run it along my lower, right underneath my eye, right here, because this is where the darkness is. It's not really that bad on this side, but on this side it's kind of dark. I think I slept on my right side last night, so that's why this eye is a little bit more puffy and dark. All right, and then I'm going to spray my face down with this Aloe and Rosewater Hydrating Setting Mist. I already sprayed it down with the Estee Lauder Fix and Set while I was doing my makeup, so this is just to hydrate everything. And then I'm going to go in with my Catrice Prime and Fine illuminating spray and my Urban Decay all-nighter just to make sure my face lasts all day. But I just wanted to make sure that all the powders that I have on my face are melted in. That nose highlight obviously is melting in. And then now I'm going to go off camera, do my lips, and come back with the final look. Okay, so this is the final look. And on my lips, I decided to go with a Cool Tone Nude Brown. And for the liner, I'm using this L'Oreal Color Rich Matte in the shade Matting Call. And for the lipstick, if I can find it, I'm pretty sure it's Full Blown Fawn. Yeah, it's Full Blown Fawn from L'Oreal. I've been wearing this a lot lately. I really like the tone, and of course it's matte. But since I do have super dry lips and I didn't exfoliate them this morning, I just went over it with an LA Girl gloss. And I didn't overline or anything because I do find that when I overline my lips and then I can't touch them up throughout the day, they are hella clockable. So I didn't overline today because I'm not going to be able to touch up until, well, I'm not going to be able to touch up at all because when I get home, I'm going to take this off. But this is the final look. I'm not going to be wearing a wig today because I'm just not feeling it. I do have that new kinky straight wig that I just finished, so that will be coming up in an upcoming video. But yeah, I'm just really down, you guys, but I love how this look turned out. I feel very pretty. I feel very confident. But life is happening and all I can do is just do my best to make it through. Anyway, if you guys like this video, then please give me a big thumbs up and press the subscribe button down in the description box so you don't miss any more content from me. Share this video because sharing is caring. And since you're here, just click on one of these videos right here popping up. Support your girl, okay? And I hope to see you in the next one. Bye!